Another one of the great moments of last season. Be a part of this year by getting your mini plan tickets. And all available at UtahJazz.com. Ron, I was talking about Giannis is checked out, but I was talking about that book. There's so many stories about the poverty and the struggle they had. One of the most amazing ones is they got evicted from where their apartment, which was not unusual. There were pretty regular stories about them ignoring knocks on the door and parents begging for another week. And one of the times they got evicted as George Hill drives and is fouled. And they packed up their possessions and they were now walking to wherever they were going to stay, trying to find a place. But they happened to own their refrigerator. It was the most valuable thing they owned, so they were trying to find a way to be able to keep it. So Giannis and his brothers jerry-rigged their skateboards together in a way so that they could get the refrigerator on the skateboards and push them 2 miles down the streets of Greece and Athens to where they were going to stay so that they could at least keep the most valuable thing that they owned.
Boy.
It's just amazing research, and really the book is Giannis, the improbable rise of the NBA MVP is what reporting should be. I mean, it's just an endless trove of reporting.
And you see the drive that he has.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were talking about tonight, he's just playing so hard all the time.
Right.
Clarkson working the lane, lobs to Rudy, puts it up over Lopez and in. 56-52 Utah. Gobert's got 5 points, 5 rebounds in the first half. George Hill, former Jazz man for a year, gets to the elbow, floats it over. Gobert's good. Donovan Mitchell got picked off and got a little knee to the thigh. That makes it feel like the regular season's close.
Lopez, like Rudy Gobert, sets a very good pick, and he's a threat for a three-point shot, so you have to respect that pick and roll.
I'm always a little amused or bemused, maybe, Ron, when people talk about the big three of the box, and they talk about Holiday, Middleton, and Giannis, obviously. Do they forget that Brook Lopez averaged 20 points a game 4 different times in his career? Not like once. Brook Lopez, for a stretch from 21 to 28 years old, averaged 19, 20, 19, 19, 21, 17, 21, and 20 points a game.
Yeah, the value that he brings to this basketball team, because he's really helped himself by developing a three-point shot.
And
not
if you
just a three-point shot, a reliable three-point shot, one that you have to respect.
And if you switch him, that 20 points a game comes in the post.
Absolutely.
Bogdanovich makes both free throws. It's 58-54 Utah. 3:32 left. Jazz and the Bucks played twice last year. Jazz got the best of the Bucks both times. Rodney Hood losing the dribble, just about trips over his own feet, now collects himself, comes off a left-hand dribble, and falls to the ground again. Gobert steals it, then pushes ahead to Donovan, but Donovan stopped running. So it's just running out there all by itself. The Bucks pick it up and get a layup on the other end. Jazz beat the Bucks in January, 131-118, and then beat them again, 129-115. Royce O'Neal had a big game on one of them, gives it to Rudy on a slice through the lane. He missed it at the rim. Rebound comes down to Hill. Transition walk-up three is an air ball. Rodney Hood tries to save it, but he steps out of bounds. Tell you what, Rodney on those last 2 plays, Ron, when he fell to the ground, like lost his balance, just made me wonder whether he's ever really recovered from that Achilles tendon.
Well, he's missed a couple of ball games here already this year, and because of a foot injury, I think.
Tore his Achilles while in Portland and still trying to recover from that. Mike Conley, 3 right side. First miss of the night for Mike. Hood. Lopez right wing. Hands it off to Wara. He'll take the off the bounce jumper. It's no good. It goes up over the top of the basket. Rodney Hood in the 1920 season played 21 games. He was averaging 11 points a game and tore his Achilles tendon. Then last year in 55 games, his first time back, he averaged 4.5 points per game.
And that's not the Rodney Hood that we
got traded to Toronto midway through the year and then really just never worked in with Nick Nurse's club. Jazz have it, 8 on the clock. Conley working off a Gobert pick in the lane, flares it to O'Neal. He bobbles the ball like nobody can get a grip on it on his possession, and Royce has to flare up a prayer 3 that rims off There was just a bobble fest there. Started with Donovan, then a Rudy bobble, then a Conley bobble, then a Royce bobble. You would have thought the ball wasn't around. 58-56, George Hill at the point for the Bucks, who won the NBA title last year in 6 games over Phoenix. Wara, left-hand drive, flips up a floater too hard off the rim, rebound Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich on the push, he loses the dribble over his left shoulder, now recontrols it. Throws the one-hand pass up top to Conley. Mike settles things, waits for a Gobert pick, works to his right, left wing Donovan, bullets it down low to Rudy, he's fouled. Jazz really are making a concerted effort to get Rudy Gobert the ball.
Yeah, if he rolls like that, he sets just a great pick, and he was open. You know, looking for him is definitely something they need to make sure they're doing. If he's scoring, the way he rebounds and protect the paint, that just makes the Jazz so good.
Courtside tonight, Apple CEO Tim Cook sitting by Dwayne Wade and Ryan Smith. It's a power pack. I was talking to Ryan yesterday, Ron, and I forgot who I was talking to, or 2 nights ago. And we were talking, and he referred to Tim, and I'm listening. I'm like, I wonder who Tim is. It's not Tim Lacombe. I mean, I know that Tim Lacomb's big time. I realized it was Tim Cook. Then I was mentioning the fabulous MIT commencement speech by the CEO of Dropbox. He's like, oh, Drew and I are boys. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I'm not supposed to be in this conversation. 60-56, Utah by 4.
Yeah,
1:16 left.
First name basis, yeah.
Right. Hill driving, shoves off with the right shoulder on Bogdanovich, switches to his left, now brings it back to his right and banks it off the glass and in. Push ahead to Mike Conley, back to Bogdanovich, hard drive, hangs in the air, finds Donovan. Donovan penetrates with his eyes out, flares it to Conley, resets Don, back to Bogdanovich, right corner 3 with a 2-hand dribble, he settles himself, fires the 3 and hits. You always know Bogey's gonna shoot it when he bounces it with both hands. To get it's almost part of the rhythm of his J. He bounces it up to himself. He should get an assist as well as the bucket.
It was a sidestep there as well.
63-58. Mora, left side 3 is good. That kid can really shoot it. Jordan Mora played at Louisville. 36 seconds left. 2 for 1 here for Mike. Gets in the lane. Bogdanovich, same spot as a moment ago. This one back rims. And here come the Bucks. Wara playing the point. Rodney Hood waiting for a Lopez pick. Rodney will go one-on-one with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds, comes out for a 3. It's blocked by Gobert, picked up by Lopez, who misses. 5 seconds left in the half. Conley pushes ahead to Donovan. He lines up the 3, settles his feet, fires from 40 and missed it. Royce O'Neal jammed it in, but it won't count. The half, the Jazz lead at 63-61. I think that will be the end of the regular rotation of Jazz players tonight. Maybe few guys will play a few minutes in the second half. But I think for most of these guys, they will wrap up the preseason at this point, Ron. And I think they got to feel pretty good about where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sure enough, they knocked down some shots and some threes, but the execution and the way they're getting those shots is something that I think the coaching staff would be very pleased with.
Speaking of great Tims, Tim Cook, Tim Lacombe. Similar. Jake Scott will be along with Tim next at halftime on the Jazz Radio Network.
When you're a member of America First Credit Union, the only house that matters to us is the one that you call home. And whether you're putting down new roots or making more room for your family to grow, we'll be there to help you nurture and care for the things you cherish most. Because the only home that matters to us is yours. Truly. Learn more at americafirst.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Jazz fans, AT&T Sportsnet is your home for Jazz basketball.
Donovan, a statement right there.
Stay up to date with your favorite team and follow AT&T Sportsnet RM on social media for exclusive content.
Oh, yes, sir. Jingle and Joe!
Hear insight on what's going on around the team, plus exclusive interviews with coaches and players. Turn to AT&T Sportsnet from pregame to postgame. Watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.